Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about Simpson Oil, and how to make it. By My420Spot. In addition to being a cannabis extract, Simpson Oil is also a marijuana concentrate, with very high levels of THC. RSO is considered a whole plant extract, containing not just THC, but all of the plant's molecules, including pigments and waxes, which is what gives RSO its dark color. RSO is often promoted as a cancer treatment, a pain reliever, and at times even as a miracle cure in online forums. While there is little evidence to support those claims, especially with regard to cancer, they remain a product of great interest. Simpson Oil, what is it? Simply put, Simpson Oil is crude cannabis oil, that is ultra concentrated. According to Phoenix Tears, Simpson's website, RSO refers to marijuana extracts that are extremely potent, decarboxylated, and have a THC level in the 90s. Its consistency is dense, unfiltered, and almost sludge-like. Traditionally distilled to yield a thick oil, containing many fat-soluble compounds, RSO has been described by Simpson himself as a sort of grease. Lab analysis typically shows that Simpson Oil is 40 to 95% THC. According to one independent lab, some samples are 40%, but Simpson says true RSO should be closer to 95%. Of course, this is for traditional RSO made with THC-rich marijuana. If CBD-rich cannabis were used, the resulting product would be completely different. The term RSO is used for many products, not just those high in THC. Often, the term refers to any highly concentrated cannabis extract, usually found in a syringe. Simpson Oil also contains terpenes and other secondary compounds, such as painkillers, cannabinoids, and other naturally occurring compounds in cannabis, but depending on the solvents and processes used, some of these components can be eliminated. RSO is a cannabis-produced medicine with high levels of THC, making it illegal only in certain jurisdictions with legal medical and recreational cannabis programs. How to create your own RSO? With a little knowledge, you can make highly concentrated RSO at home. Simpson himself says it's nearly as simple as brewing coffee, and provides a review of his process in his book. Here is his RSO recipe. 1 pound dried cannabis. 2 gallons of isopropyl alcohol, ideally 91% or higher. Simpson's original recipe calls for isopropyl alcohol, but food-grade ethanol is a better option. A large bucket, large bowl, and wooden spoon. Cheesecloth. Rice cooker, optional. Syringe. Step 1. Select a high-quality, THC-rich, greater than 15%, cannabis cultivar. Simpson recommends a relaxing indica strain, though patients are welcome to select any strain they prefer. A pound of flower will yield the entire 60-gram, 90-day treatment that Simpson recommends. Step 2. Place the entire pound of marijuana and 1 gallon of alcohol into your large bowl, mixing gently. After a few minutes of stirring, the THC will have almost fully dissolved into the solvent. Step 3. Pour the solvent, which may now have a green-hued color, through the cheesecloth and into your bowl. The marijuana material can stay in its bucket, it's still usable. Step 4. Pour a fresh batch of isopropyl alcohol into the cannabis bucket, mixing gently in a repetition of Step 2. Step 5. Repeat Step 3, pouring this batch of solvent into the same bowl as the first batch. At this point, you've extracted virtually all the cannabinoids you can, so the marijuana material can be discarded. Step 6. Place your cannabinoid-infused solvent into your rice cooker. Technically, this step is optional. You could just let the solvent evaporate, but using a rice cooker will significantly speed up the process. If you do not use the rice cooker, you will need to decarboxylate your cannabis first. Important, extraction solvents like isopropyl alcohol are flammable and care should be taken to avoid open flame when evaporating them. Step 7. Ensuring your rice cooker stays around 220 degrees Fahrenheit, check the soon-to-be RSO occasionally and wait until the solvent evaporation has finished. The final product should be thick and dark in color. At this point, remove your oil from the rice cooker using a syringe, perfect for accurate dosing, or spatula. Just by making your own Simpson Oil, you can ensure product integrity and freshness, and maybe even learn a thing or two about the nature of cannabinoids. Please note, while isopropyl alcohol is recommended by Simpson, ingestion of isopropyl alcohol can be harmful, and the method above does not guarantee no isopropyl remains in the extract. Ingesting isopropyl alcohol can result in vomiting, abdominal pain, intestinal bleeding, and other organ damage. Care should be taken to ensure all isopropyl alcohol has been evaporated off during that step. RSO User Guide. The guidelines emphasize starting slow. RSO is commonly used by medical marijuana patients to treat a wide range of health conditions and their symptoms, including cancer, pain, multiple sclerosis, and arthritis. Additionally, it may be used by those suffering from insomnia or depression, or by those needing a good night's sleep. Rick Simpson provides detailed dosage instructions on his website. The guidelines largely follow the start low and go slow philosophy, instructing patients to take a gram, or a milliliter of high-quality oil, every 24 hours once they have built up tolerance to the medication. Statistics from Simpson and independent lab tests say, that's between 400 and 950 milligrams of THC every single day. Developing the tolerance required for this kind of dosing takes some time. Simpson recommends patients begin gradually, with 3 doses per day, each one about the size of half a grain of short-grain dry rice. Simpson recommends doubling your dosage every 4 days, adding that you should build up tolerance over 5 weeks to ingest a gram per day. Simpson writes that most people continue using the oil after 90 days, adding that he believes the recommended maintenance dose is about 1 gram of oil per month. RSO is not intended for vaping or smoking, as it is a viscous, decarboxylated, highly concentrated extract. Instead, oral, sublingual, or topical use is the most common method. Additionally, it can be consumed orally or sublingually, added to a capsule to make swallowing easier, or added directly to food. RSO can actually be smoked, but it's not advised due to the possibility of any leftover solvent. Cooking with RSO is a fun and convenient way to get your RSO. This is done simply by adding your dose into your food or drink, such as when baking or just by putting it directly on the food before serving, like you could with cannabis oil or canna butter. RSO has already been decarboxylated and activated, so all that is left to do is add it to a dish. Keep in mind that texture makes it difficult to mix with consistency, and because RSO is so potent, you need to make sure you dose properly if you're cooking with it. For topical application, apply a small amount a few times a day to the area that needs treatment and watch the results. RSO is extremely sticky and viscous, so some medical marijuana clinics suggest mixing it with a little bit of coconut oil to make it easier to apply. Ingesting RSO for pain does not provide quick relief as smoking or vaping forms of cannabis. However, the effects of sublingual consumption are thought to kick in quicker than taking it orally, and you may even start feeling some effects in under an hour. Rick Simpson Oil's potential side effects. Rick Simpson Oil requires careful dosing due to its high THC concentration, which can be a challenge due to its consistency. RSO can have the same side effects as other THC concentrates, but careful planning can help minimize them. Before using RSO, it is important to consult your doctor. RSO and other concentrated solutions can cause many of the same side effects owing to their high THC concentration. The wrong individual can develop cognitive impairment, memory problems, and even psychosis after using THC. It may also lower blood pressure, so people with a history of hypotension or on blood pressure medications should use caution. Before using RSO, it is important to consult your doctor. Thank you for watching. Enjoy making your own RSO. Just be safe in doing so, please. Do not blow up your house or burn it down. Video by My420Spot. And check out Outshits at mmjtshirts.com.